I want to quickly share with you our top free e-commerce platforms. And the thing is that those are free e-commerce platforms you need right now. So I want you to stick around till the end of today's conversation.
One in a million, one in a million, one in a million. You know they're coming up to me, cause I'm just the kind of flower with a stinging killer bee, but the rhythm's getting higher. Go, 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 go. One in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million.
Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka. Now let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to share with you our top free e-commerce platforms you need right now. Okay, let's first talk about your best free options for website creation. Okay, so number 4, we have Constant Contact. And when you think about Constant Contact, our score 6.2 over 10. Now, this is best for selling on the site. Okay, here are the pros and cons. Here you have excellent value for money. You have a super simple design. Okay, and they support tons of industry sectors. What about the cons? This is only available in English. Okay, you have a 3% transaction fee that applies to all sales. You have a limit of 3 products on the free plan, and actually this is not a good product in terms of if you want to scale your business. This is not a good product. Okay, now Constant Contact is quite a limited platform, but there's no arguing that you get what you pay for, right? I mean, Constant Contact is known for email marketing, but they're trying to branch into website design. So you take what it is what it is. Our score 6.2 over 10. Number 3, we have Big Cartel. Our score 7.5 over 10. So this is actually great for small businesses that are happy to stay small. So if you're in that category, if you want to actually limit the growth of your business, which is counterintuitive, but you know, some businesses just want to remain small. So Big Cartel could be the platform for you. Here are the pros and cons. So you have helpful prompts when building the site. It's great for artistic projects. Okay, it's also great for artistic products. This has no platform transaction fees. Okay, here are the cons. You have 5 product limit on the free plan. Their features and designs lack depth and quality in our view, and you have a fairly steep learning curve. Okay, one thing you have to understand is that with Big Cartel, you can set up shop without spending a single dollar and without losing a big chunk of profit to transaction fees. Okay, however, this should go without saying that with no cost comes fewer features. Okay, first thing first, on the free plan, you're only able to list and sell up to 5 different products on your site. You also need third-party apps for selling digital items, and you also have the subdomain Big Cartel after your URL, which really, when you think about it, doesn't look professional, right? So if you want more from Big Cartel, but you're worried about cost, then what you want to do here is that you can actually go with their paid plan, which is not really that expensive. It starts at $9.99 per month. Number 3, we have Weebly. Our score 8.4 over 10. In our view, based on our analysis, this is the most generous free e-commerce plan. Okay, here are the pros and cons. So e-commerce only recently available on the free plan. You can add unlimited products, so there's no limitation on the products you can add, and this is super easy to use. Okay, it's one of the platforms that we have seen that people actually recommend a lot. What about the cons? Well, they have a hefty 2.9 to 3.5% transaction fee. Okay, and they have 30-cent square processing fee applied to each transaction. This is unsuitable for large businesses. If you have a large business, not really good, and they don't support multi-channel selling. Okay, so and on top of that, you can only sell products through Weebly's free plan in the US, but this is not currently available in other countries. Okay, so when you think about Weebly, I want you to think about one of our top-rated website builders. Okay, and they offer the chance to sell on their free plan. Okay, this is great news for anyone looking to set up a simple store on the cheap. Okay, it's one of the easiest e-commerce platforms to use, and also one of the one that a lot of our researchers they actually like. Okay, and if you want to move to the paid plan, they just start you at $6 per month. Number one, the best of the best in our view when it comes to best free options for website creation, you have Square Online. Our score 9.1 over 10. So here you have excellent value for money, really. So here are the pros and cons. Pros: very quick to set up and easy to use, responsive help and support, and they have a seamless payment system. In terms of cons, you have limited scope. The scope is limited when it comes to customizing your sites. You have few payments processing options and not a very scalable option for larger merchants. Okay, so it's really overall it's really extra quick to set up a store with Square Online because it uses artificial design intelligence. This is what the ADI, okay, and they use that to build a site for you based on your answers to a few simple questions. Okay, Weebly has this as a secondary option, but with Square Online, it is the main option. It is the main route. Okay, it means you have less control over the look and feel of your sites, although you can tweak the auto-generated design to some extent. But it means that you end up with a site which sticks to best practice in your industry anyway. Okay, and one thing we love here is that you don't get overwhelmed with choice, because this is a common problem with builders. They have hundreds of templates to choose from. Okay, so if you already have a brick and mortar store and you just want to test the e-commerce waters, Square Online could be a great option, especially if you're already processing your payments through Square. Okay, and you pay the same 2.9% commission as with Weebly, and if you purchase to move on from the free plan to the paid plans, you start paying $12 per month. Now let me talk to you about best e-commerce with a free the best e-commerce builders with a free trial. So first, I spoke to you about the best free options for website creation. Now let's talk about best e-commerce builders with a free trial. Okay, number 4, we have Squarespace. Our score 8.4 over 10. So in our view, Squarespace is great for design. Really, for design, they're really wonderful. Here are the pros and cons. They have in-depth features, industry-leading templates for online stores, and they have a great inventory system in our view. What about the cons? They lack payment methods. They are one of the hardest non-e-commerce specific builders to use, and the editor doesn't auto-save changes for you. Okay, so when you think about Squarespace in general, they are the industry leader for design, offering the best templates on the market. Okay, it really lets your product shine, and it's ideal for users who want to sell a few items while looking great doing so. Okay, so like Wix, Squarespace is a non-e-commerce specific website builder, so you would expect the e-commerce plans are more affordable. They're more than affordable, right? So there is a 14-day free trial, but you can sell with Squarespace for as little as $18 per month afterwards. Okay, so this is kind of cool. And yeah, number 3, we have BigCommerce. Our score 8.6 over 10. So this is great for scaling businesses. Okay, so BigCommerce and PayPal have actually teamed up to bring you some pretty neat savings. So you can actually start your 15-day free BigCommerce trial today, and you can actually get 3 months, up to 3 months to 6 months of free trials. Okay, here are the pros and cons. Pros: you can sell across Facebook and Instagram. They have fantastic SEO tools, and they have the most inbuilt features. What about the cons? Well, the editing interface is confusing at best. Okay, no mobile app as of today, and they use complex terminology. So when you think about BigCommerce, I want you to think about a platform that actually lets you dream, big, because it is actually the most scalable e-commerce platform, providing the best inbuilt features around. Okay, and so you can actually try this for free for a certain period of time, but after your trial, you can continue selling with BigCommerce from $30 per month, and this is billed annually. Number 2, we have Shopify. Our score 9 over 10. So everybody knows Shopify. In our view, Shopify is the best all-around e-commerce platform. Okay, and the cool thing is, here are the pros and cons. The best all-around e-commerce builder. They have a brilliant inventory system, and you can sell across all social media channels, really. What about the cons? Well, monthly costs add up with apps, transaction fees for other payment gateways, and you need to reformat the site when switching themes. Okay, so when you think about Shopify, obviously this is our top-rated e-commerce platform. It has the most comprehensive range of sales features, a large app store, and you can sell across loads of different channels. Right? It's easily the best all-around e-commerce platform. Best of all, it offers a 14-day free trial. Okay, during that time you have access to Shopify's world-class sales tools and no cost. Okay, and so this is kind of cool. Number one, in our view, the best of the best when it comes to free e-commerce builders, the best e-commerce builders with a free trial, we have Wix. We believe it's the best because Wix actually gives you creative freedom, which is really important. Okay, it's the best for creative freedom. So here are the pros and cons. Pros, you have a mobile editor. You can add product videos. You can sell supplementary products. What about the cons? Well, you cannot sell across multiple channels, no abandoned cart recovery, and they have a poor inventory system. But when you think about Wix, they are an all-around website builder first and foremost, right? This means that it comes with e-commerce functionality on top of its popular web design tools. Okay, so with Wix, you can build a stunning online store using their free plan without time limits. On this plan, you can enjoy Wix's easy drag and drop feature. You can choose from over 500 templates, and you can gain access to their excellent Wix Help Center. So you've built your store and are now ready to sell. While the free plan lets you design to your heart's content, you will need to spend money to earn money, right? So their paid plan starts from just $16 a month. So these are things you have to think about. One thing I want to say in general here is that the e-commerce platforms that I just shared with you, I mean, they want you to be on a free trial for 2 weeks or 1 month, but it is really worth it because at the end of the day, you need to test the waters. You need to test the tool to see if this is good for you. Okay, and if it's good for you, then paying $15 a month or $20 a month is really nothing. It's a business expense. Think about it that way. Let me talk to you now about the best free e-commerce software. Number 4, we have here PrestaShop. Our score 8/10. So when you think about PrestaShop, this is, in our view, the simplest e-commerce software you can imagine. Okay, here are the pros and cons. Pros, they have the most beginner-friendly e-commerce platform. In terms of cons, they have poor features compared to all other open source platforms. Okay, you have to understand that PrestaShop is basically before anything, they are an open source software. Okay, but they really pitch themselves as more of a website builder. Okay, and the thing here is that in our view, this is, again, we have extensively analyzed this. While a good platform, PrestaShop kind of misses the mark on both fronts in terms of design and user friendliness. So if you're set on open source software, pick from one of the platforms that I'm gonna give into this conversation, but not PrestaShop. Now, if you are after something that's easy to use as a website builder, why not pick a website builder? Yeah, why pick an open source platform? But hey, the good thing is it is free, so you can give it a try. Number 3, we have OpenCart. Our score 8.7/10. So this is great for small to mid-sized businesses. Okay, here are the pros and cons. Well, pros, you have fewer running costs than Magento from Adobe. Okay, you have a lot of software that doesn't come with unnecessary features when it's down, and you can add specific functionality if you have the more than 13,000 OpenCart integrations on offer. Okay, and here are the cons. You have fewer features built in, so you need to allow for the extra cost, and you may need to work with the developer. Okay, so in terms of open source software, we believe that WooCommerce is better, but hey, listen, you might want to give OpenCart a try. It depends on where your business is at. If your business is a very small, you can go with OpenCart. If you have a small to medium-sized business, you want to go with WooCommerce. If you have a large business, you want to go with Magento from Adobe. Okay, and one thing I want to say here is that if you don't want to go with an e-commerce platform like Shopify, OpenCart could be great for you because obviously it is a powerful platform with a ton of scope for customization and additional features, really, when you think about it. So just keep in mind that OpenCart itself is very light on built-in features. So you'll need to make sure that you find, a programmer, or you need to make use of other add-ons. It's totally up to you. Okay. Number 2, we have here Adobe Commerce, formerly Magento. Our score 9/10. So this is great for large businesses, okay, enterprise level businesses. If you have an enterprise level online store, you might want to think about Adobe Commerce. Okay, here are the pros and cons. Pros: totally customizable and very scalable, free to install, powerful features that are capable of supporting thousands of transactions per minute. Think about it, per minute. And this is trusted by household names such as Nike, Samsung, and Olympus. Okay, here are the cons. You have a difficult setup and installation process. This is the least suitable platform for beginners. Okay, you should either have developer skills or be willing to hire someone who does. No help and support, and some extensions are expensive. So when you think about it, Adobe Commerce, aka Magento, is not for beginners or small stores, really. Okay, and this is not by mistake though, but more by design, because the platform is very powerful, and its extensive capabilities and features would simply be wasted on any store not processing several transactions a minute and turning over hundreds of thousands a year. Okay, so you really need to get to a specific scale, a specific level before you go with the Magento. Okay, so if you cannot code, we do not recommend Adobe Commerce, aka Magento, because it's aimed at developers and enterprise level businesses, and it shows. Number 1, the best of the best. In our view, you have here WooCommerce. Our score 9.7/10. So in our view, this is the best WordPress e-commerce plugin. Okay, and the pros and cons. This is built for WordPress, making installation super simple. This is extremely scalable with no limits on number of products or users, and it's easy to use with a helpful setup wizard built in. So this is really great. What about the cons? Well, you need to install extensions for key sales features. The cost of add-ons can add up, really. Okay, and you must be using WordPress instead of another open source platform. So when you think about it overall, WooCommerce is what? It is a WordPress plugin. Okay, and it's when it comes to sourcing your WooCommerce hosting, you can actually go for a lot of specific players and make sure that whatever features they have, you are able to integrate that in your online store. Okay, and because WooCommerce and WordPress are so popular, you will find that installation is super easy because most hosts come with an auto install. Okay, something that you need to think about. I will be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation today about the top 3 e-commerce platforms, and one thing I want to talk to you about is it worth upgrading to a paid plans, because we've been talking about free, and everybody knows that freebies have a limit, right? So sometimes it just makes sense to upgrade to a paid plan. Why? Because you have no ads. Okay, I mean, when you start your business, you might be willing to have a site that actually displays ads, but once you are scaling your business, you might want to go with the paid plan. You have no ads, you have better sales tools. Okay, I mean, a paid plan won't just make you a website that looks more professional, it will make you a website that acts more professional too. Okay, so e-commerce platforms withhold premium features like the ability to send abandoned cart recovery emails for paying members, and with good reason, really. Okay, you can sell more products with a paid plan. Okay, because most free e-commerce plans put a cap on the number of items you can sell. Okay, so by opting for a paid plan, you are giving yourself more freedom and your customers more choice. You get better supports, okay? Paying customers tend to be able to access supports in many ways, such as over the phone. So even if you get the same help and support options as premium customers, you better believe you're not going to be top of the priority, okay, when you need help, because you're not really paying anything, okay? So do not wait until your site is down, until you cannot get an answer to something that's driving you nuts before you upgrade. Do it now, and your future self and site will thank you. Okay, you can increase your payment methods. Okay, paid plans typically allow you to connect more payment methods, really. Okay, so this in turn makes you for an easier shopping experience for your customers, increasing the likelihood that they'll come back. Okay, don't forget your hosting too, because if you choose to build your e-commerce store using one of the open source software that we have talked about, you will know that you need to arrange the hosting separately. Okay, and so it's really important to think about those things so that you can save money down the road. Now you can save on paid plans in terms of you can just try to pay for the annual fee as opposed to the monthly fee, because a lot of folks just want to pay every month. But if you want to really save money over the long run, it's just better to go with the annual plan. Sometimes you can save 10%, 15%, or 30% by signing up for a year. So one thing we want to say here is that we have actually talked a lot about a lot of free e-commerce platforms. And before I close to this conversation, I want to share with you our approach. We have a strict methodology on this show when it comes to evaluating, categorizing, and listing e-commerce solutions. So check this out. Thank you so much. In today's conversation, I was talking to you about the top free e-commerce platforms, and we have actually three categories. We have the best free options for website creation. We have a Square Online 9.1 over 10, Weebly 8.4 over 10, B Cartel 7.5 over 10, and a Constant Contact 6.2 over 10. We also have the best e-commerce builders with a free trial. Number one, we have Wix 9.3 over 10. Number two, we have Shopify 9 over 10. Number three, we have BigCommerce 8.6 over 10. Number four, we have Squarespace 8.4 over 10. And then we have the best free e-commerce software. Number one, we have WooCommerce 9.7 over 10. Number two, we have Adobe Commerce, formerly Magento 9 over 10. Number three, we have OpenCart 8.7 over 10. Number four, we have PrestaShop 8 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.